Hey y'all, let's get into this video and let's make this glass tumbler that I made for my friend Gigi. These are the supplies that you're going to need to make and design your glass tumbler. I made my design specifically in Canva, so if you want to see a video on that, let me know. The first thing that I did was measure my tumbler. I am using a tape measure that is flexible. I feel like it has a name, but I cannot think of the name right now. Anywho, so you're going to get the width of the tumbler. So as you can see, this one is about 9.5. And this is how I got my dimensions for when I was designing in Canva. And like I said, I can do a separate video to show how to do that. Then this is the height of the tumbler. So it's about 5.75 for the height, and that just lets me know like where I need to make my design and the size of it. Then I'm gonna cut the red vinyl for the lips, and this is my Cricut ruler cutter. I will have all the links to everything in my bio, and I am just measuring this to 6 inches. And that is because obviously we know that the measurement for the height was 5.75. And I am doing the same thing for the black as well. And this is going to be for my letters and the Scorpio sign symbol. Then I am taking my Cricut mat, which is the 12 by 24 inch mat. And I am putting the red first and then the black vinyl second. That is because I did print or save the PNG images as two separate images. So the lips were separate because I knew I was going to put the red on top. And then the letters and symbols and stars were going to be second. And I saved them both as transparent PNGs. And here I'm just weeding out all of the little details in the lips. And then I'm just pulling from there. And then the black, I didn't really have to weed too much except for in between the G's. And then after that, I am using this transfer tape from Amazon. I really like this transfer tape. First time using it was a great time. And again, I am using this paper cutter thing. I'm a bob. And I am measuring for the height of the tumbler. So again, I am going to the 6 inches and I am going to cut this for 6 inches. And then I'm also going to cut it for the width of the tumbler. Therefore, I don't have all this excess transfer tape. So I did do that as well. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm measuring it to that 9.5. So then I can just wrap it around and it'll sit perfectly on top of both of my designs per se. I'm going to take the transfer tape and I'm going to apply it on the lips first, and then I'm going to pick the lips up, and then afterwards I'm going to use the same transfer tape and I'm going to pick up the letters and the Scorpio sign with the same transfer tape. And you want to make sure when you're attaching your vinyl to the transfer tape that you're pressing really, really hard with this tool to make sure that everything picks up. So as you can see, it's in the corner, so I was able to pick up everything. Here I am just cleaning off my glass with alcohol, and this is to make sure that it really sticks to the glass, and also so that your glass is just pretty much clean and free of lint. I would recommend using something that doesn't have or leave lint. And then I'm using this tumbler holder and this tool again. So as you can see, I'm taking my transfer tape and I am aligning it onto the glass tumbler, and then I'm pressing really, really hard to make sure that everything is staying on the glass, and then I pull it off as I go, and this is the final look. I am so impressed, so excited. If you would like a more detailed video, let me know. And like always, if you want to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to like it, like it. And if you want to comment, comment. Have a great day.